Good Monday morning there, guys, from CME Traveling. Hope y'all are doing well today. Had a great weekend, had a safe weekend. How is everybody doing? Did y'all have a safe, good weekend and happy Easter for everyone? Enjoy your Easter, whatever you may have done. Yeah, I think me and Marsha, we did not really do anything. Packed. We did get some stuff packed. We did get some packing, or at least strategy of what we're going to pack and yeah, packing something I really don't want to talk too much about because there's too much going and not enough room for what I normally pack in. That's what I'll say. It's been a yeah, not a favorite thing of mine to fool with for some of these, you know, vacations. But today, what we're planning, I don't understand where the question goes to when it disappears now. It did that the other day. I'm not sure where, once I get started, okay. Yeah, it's like I can't see the question anymore. I'll be daggone. Huh. Is the question still in there? I mean, I know once you answer it, it probably disappears, but I can't. I used to be able to see this. I can't see it at all now. I don't know where where it goes to. Huh. That's been the last two times on stream here. You I have zero clue where that question goes. I know I put it on here, and then it should be at the bottom where I could click into it and read it off to you, but it is not there. Well, anyway, so I'm glad I wrote it down. I just remembered. Yeah. Today's question was about how to keep your belongings safe. Of course, while you're on the cruise, and when you're in a cruise port. That's what we were going to talk about today. And weather-wise here in Southern Virginia, we are at 40 degrees. I think everybody else it's a little chilly, actually. You know, but yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk a little bit about how to keep your stuff safe. Along things you do on the ship, like if you're going out to the Lido. Something else, I don't know very many that think of this or do this. You can walk by rooms, and sometimes room stewards, they got to do their job, and the door leaves open, and if you got stuff out there laying, someone quick enough could grab something. So, one tip I would definitely give is don't leave something out, whether it's in your room or not, that is of value to you that you don't want to lose. So, put it in a closet, put it in a safe, hide it in a suitcase underneath your bed. Keep it out of the eye's sight, because sometimes they have to leave them doors open while they're doing different things. They run into another room, they're bringing stuff into that room to clean in between. So that's one that I think a lot of folks don't think of. You just walk out of your room, you leave your stuff right where it's at. And if you lose it, well, then you're going to either blame the room steward probably, or or you think someone else went into your room. But that's a tip that it's on you to put your stuff away. Let's see, another thing, these are just a few real quick, and I know I had some on the list, but I don't have that list in front of me now. I don't have what I gave y'all to pick from, I should say. Leave expensive jewelry and stuff like that. Leave something like this at home. Like Marsha leaves her, she takes like a fake, whatever it is, a replica, whatever you want to call it. Something else, think about, a lot of these new cell phones, they have a place on them where you can carry your credit card. Now, I don't know how I feel. I don't do that. I don't have it on my phone. I'm not talking about in your phone. I'm talking about on the outside of it. Some people carry their ID or they take a credit card with them, and you'll swear up and down you keep your phone to yourself always, or always in your hands. But I've seen them. I've seen them myself. They lay them down. Anyone could just, whether they could pull the card out or whatever, it could happen. That goes for saying whether it's on the cruise or not. Another way not to, don't draw attention to yourself. Some people think they gotta go on these vacations and they have these designer bags and, whatever they may be, the Gucci or whatever, I don't know what designer beach bag there is, but some people think they got to carry that stuff. It's true, they do. How do you keep your stuff safe with what you do take on the Lido deck? Another thing not to do is you should take a bag, at least out there, to carry something. If you're going to take your laptop or you're going to take something like your, if you have a tablet, at least put, if you don't leave it out there, laying there while you're gone, or if you were to be gone, at least if you have a bag, you could put that in there. An iPad or anything like that, just put that away. Like I said, out of sight really helps, out of other folks' eyes. And then like I said, some of this is going to cross over. We're talking about with ports. There is a rule of thumb. A lot of folks say leave your passport on the ship. Take your ID with you. Take at least I would take my driver's license. Leave the passport on the ship. Also take one credit card with you. Leave the rest there on the ship. That is something a lot of folks do. Something that you can wear are these anti-theft crossbody purses. It's something to do. I want to hear a little bit from y'all. One of the answers I had there was a money belt. I think it was a waterproof money belt waist thing that you can take. Whether you can take that actually on the ship and off the ship. You could have it at both places to carry with you. Let's see. You can always take. They have the waterproof pouches too. I'm not opposed to looking definitely like a tourist carrying a pouch thing, that's around my waist. I like the little pouch hickeys that you wear. A lanyard. This is something on the ship to keep your card in. We do this. I don't necessarily keep it in a waterproof, but we do hang our lanyard on their hang our room key, wherever your card, the main card there, on there. That's what I'm trying to say. Lord, I can't talk this morning. Let me get back over here to the chat. Let's see what everybody's doing. See how folks are. Of course, I saw that Scott Smith was in here very early this morning. Thank you, Scott. He's driving and listening. And John Gaylor, good morning. He said, on the ship, I carry a money clip with $5 bills for tips unless I'm going to the casino. Then I will have some larger bills too. In port, I have two wallets, one with a few small bills, and I'm assuming the other keeps, what the other is. John also says right here, I take cash, credit cards, and a driver's license. There you go. And that is the answer of what you should take. We've taken our passports, and I think we really stopped doing that. The only reason we took our passports is the little lesson that we learned is we had our cruise card. Now, we did not have no ID with us, but all they told us was all you needed was that card, you know. And we got off in St. Kitts, and there was a guard. They ended up letting us back on, no problems and stuff like that. Of course they did, but we even asked, there it ain't like it's guards that meet you, that's checking your ID and everything. And but there was no problem getting back on, not at all. But you should carry that ID. You should carry something. Let's see. TNT's good morning, TNT's Adventures to see. What do you bring to port to be safe? Cash, passport card. Probably like John said, bring the ID, bring one credit card, and bring cash. And what you carry that in is what also counts. There is in some countries they're bad about if it's a purse. It's been known they cut the bottom of the purse and then stuff falls out. Pickpocketers. I just looked up the safety for where we're going, and supposedly going to the ABC Islands coming up here on next Saturday is one of the safest that in all the Caribbean. Supposedly the ABC Islands are one of the safest that they are. It did give a little, not really a big warning, but they still do have crime. It was talking about pickpocketers a little bit more in Carousel. Bonaire, there's not really a lot of anything, but the Bonaire, like if you rent a Jeep or a truck or anything like that, they say don't lock up. Don't lock it. Don't roll the windows all the way up and everything. Leave everything open. Just don't leave anything of value of what you value in the vehicle. Because if you roll up the windows or anything, and these rentals, they will break the windows out of them. That's what it said. The local advice is in Bonaire, leave your rental unlocked with the windows slightly down and leave nothing of value inside. That was the advice for Bonaire. The Aruba is really one of the very safest places there is. Most thefts happens here when cruisers go into the water and then they leave their bags at the chair. And that's more of your public beach, the Eagle Beach, Palm Beach, which we've never been to any of their public beaches. We've always, the 2 times we've been there, we've been to a private area, and not really had to deal with anything like that. That would go along with any of these beaches, just to let you know, in any of these countries, and whether they're private or not, you better. We used to always hook it around on the chair and stuff like that. And they do have some bags you can buy that says they have a lock that locks to your chair. I'm sure thieves have thought of ways to get around that. I'm sure they have. They always do. They always have a little more, do a little more to get away with something. Cruising on comps. Excuse me just a second. I'm getting thirsty. My mouth was actually getting dry. Cruising on comps. Chris, thanks for being with us this morning. Marsha of CME Traveling. She left out just a little while ago, but she left in plenty of time to make it and everything, be there to work. Scott McNeil just got to work, so be lurking today. Thanks for being with us. And whoa, got ready to jump on me. Bone Tired Travelers. I think she's in the same boat we are when it comes to packing. That is Denise. And I'm assuming Dwayne's the same. That's what I'm going to say. Lee, Anfield Road layout. Hi, everyone listening as setting up to record a vlog. Cool. And Controversial Cruising, good morning. Hope you're doing well there, Scott. And right after us, I do believe you can run over there to Chet on Sea Leg Journeys this morning. Is my understanding. Will of morning there, Central Texas. Hope you're doing well this morning. Marsha of CME Travel said the question's still there. Then there's something different. They're doing something different when it's on the YouTube studio side of things. I cannot see where the question is whatsoever. Yeah, not even at the bottom of the chat do I see it anywhere. That's weird. I'm glad. There's Chet right there. Sea Leg Journeys. Good morning. Morning, sis. Hope you're doing well. In a few more days, sis, it'll be 1 year. 1 year to the day on the 11th. It'll be her first cruise. If she waits that long. Let's see. Marsha, see me training like you closed it out. No, I didn't close it out already. I didn't. I never hit it. I made sure. It's when I start the live now, it somehow closes it out. Marsha, see me traveling also says packing equals progress. Yeah, you've done a lot of that one. Jeff C. Leg Journey said he keeps his valuables in my leg. He means literally in his leg. He keeps his those you know and don't know. I think that's funny. Captain Billy says, ahoy there, everybody. Ahoy there, Curt, who packs so much. Customs thinks he is opening a gift shop on board. The real captain is here. I don't pack like that. No, not me there, Billy. Billy's letting us know 5 days. ABC. 3 days till he travels for day 1 of 2 to Orlando. We don't pass through Orlando, but yeah, we'll be leaving soon too. A few days early. Let me see. Controversy. You want to sit? That's what he said. Let's see. That's Controversial Cruising. Speaking of that, Cruising on Comp says, I have shorts with hidden pockets. I always use a port. Yeah, I usually use something waterproof wise. That's simple, even as taking a baggie and putting even the credit card and then putting it in my pocket or something, or putting it in usually at least a zip pocket of shorts or Velcro, whatever they have. I always try to carry that. Ocean Travel, good morning this morning out there on the West Coast. Ohio Travels with Chris. Good morning, Chris. Chris, I think you can see behind me here 5 days we got. It'll be less than that soon. Terry, good morning. We're packed and we're able to fit everything in the carry-on only. Ain't no way. Then, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. We couldn't get, the carry-on would not hold the stuff that the host has to take for this, all the stuff. We couldn't even get it. There was no way for our clothes to fit in any of this. I told her, I said, well, I may take a shirt, at least put it in a carry-on in case we don't, if you wasn't to get your luggage or something like that. It happens. Shouldn't, but it does. But it does happen. Cruising on Comps. I take my passport with me just in case something happens and I don't make it back on the ship and need to get home. Yeah. See, that's where I'm wishy-washy on taking the passports. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Marsha's talking of, I don't know what she's talking about, St. Keys. I don't know where that is, but, oh, she's talk texting. She meant St. Kitts. The 10th moment in St. Kitts, a tense moment. I see. We did think we were going to be able to get back through the gate. We didn't. I don't think we did not think we were going to get back through the gate. Yeah, there was a brief few seconds there. It went through our head. I do agree with that. Marsha says, make sure you have pictures of your ID on your phone. Yes, yeah. Whether it's your ID, your passport, do take pictures of that. Put it, keep it on your phone. That is a good thought. Ocean Travel, they are packed and ready to go. Yep, they'll be leaving here soon. In a few days, my understanding. Also, make sure I skipped over anybody yet. If I do, I say sorry. Good morning, set sail. Tracy, right? No. Shoot. Marsha told me and I done forgot. Good morning, though. Working and lurking. So jealous of all you heading out this weekend. Y'all have an amazing time. Yeah, I hope it's I hope it's going to be a good one. It should be. Mostly, I'm talking about the traveling right now. I always think about that first. And of course, we drive, so we got a little more going on than just jumping on a plane. Let's see. Cruising on Comp said, heading to the shop today to make all of my shirts. Cool. That is really cool. Will, did you even get packed from before? Will says I haven't packed yet either. Yeah, Terry had Tom had me pack Saturday. Yeah, Saturday morning. We started and then stopped. We did mostly the staging on Saturday morning of, like Marsha, like, here, you can wear this or you can wear, match. My orders were to match up to her stuff is basically what I had to do. Captain Billy says, I have not packed yet, but my plan is to start today. The Ahab Show says, good morning, just a quick hello and lurking. Thank you so much for being in here. John Gaylor said, if it wasn't for if it wasn't for me, my wife would not get packed. she will get her stuff out, but I do the packing, and I was good at Tetris. See, that's how I am with the packing. I can go look at Marsha's, and Marsha's packed right now, by the way. Marsha doesn't pack tightly though. She just does not do that. I can always find room in Marsha's suitcase, but I gotta watch. Her suitcase is usually pretty heavy already. Billy says, I had to buy a new carry-on. Oh, the wheel broke off all past weekend. I'll be daggone. I don't know. Let's see. How do I do that? Boom. I don't know who they were, but they got banned. All right. That's the first one we've had on here. I can't tell you in how long of someone being on here like a troll. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's unusual. We haven't had trolls. It's been 3 years, I bet. And I was gonna say, I think a lot of y'all in here are moderators. So whatever you see, if you see it, go ahead and fix it. Those especially, I won't. It'll be all right with me. TNT said we just started rolling and then vacuum pack them. Wow, that really works a lot. I do a lot of the rolling of certain things. I can roll a lot easier. My shorts, especially. Some shirts, not necessarily, but roll packing, is rolling it up. Ohio Travels Chris got packed. Let's see. Anybody else have anything to say about what the subject was today? Let's see. Cruising on Comp said, I traveled for work for over 15 years, so I can pack in about an hour when I need to. I can pack in no time, but my wife is particular with who's wearing what, and she's made me that way. So now I won't pack at all till I see what she's taking. That's just the way it is. The fam advent. I even do that right there. Good morning, the fam adventures. I even do that. Like if I'm just going to my parents, I'll be like, hey, what are you taking? You know, do I need to take something or? Yeah, we do that. Marsha says, don't judge my packing. Well, I'm talking some junk about it right now. It's easy to do. See, the fam says, let me see here. We use the safe. We use the safe while on the ship and in the port. We stay aware of our situation at all times. Yeah, we definitely use the safe. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to release just a little short YouTube short on Marsha explaining how to use that safe. How she'll do that right there. Set Sales said, I bought a lockbox. Okay. I can secure to my beach chair. This is what I was talking about. I seen this to keep my belongings from being stolen. They can, they still steal my box. Oh, wait a minute, I want to finish reading that. They still steal my box, but they will be quite obvious running with a full chair. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I've seen. That box that you can lock to a chair. I just had read about that today. I didn't even know they had. Well, no, I didn't know they had them that would lock down to a chair. TNT Tom says, Adventures C says, I feel you, Curt. Said could pack about 15 minutes, but I have to compare with Terry belongings. Yes, that's the way it is. Let's see. And the Ahab Show says, we always take our passports because I might fall off my bar stool. And Captain Billy Day Travel says, I may have to use the safe for upcoming cruise. When I win all of Curt's money, he loses in the casino. Ooh. Yeah. You never know. You never know. Hopefully it won't be that way. Hopefully it will not. Let's see what else. Any other tips I have for y'all? Go back up to where I was doing some things. You can always rent lockers. That's a great thing that you can do on a when you're at a port or an excursion or something. Hopefully, if they have lockers, that is. Let's see. Yeah, you got to watch certain things. People willing to help you too much. That's something to be cautious of. But that's more on the side of being cautious of anybody that comes up to you like that. I'll tell you something that some folks do, and they basically let people know when they're in or out of their cabin. And they you put these magnets on your door, stuff like that. And anyway, sometimes some magnets I've seen, very few, but they'll, when they're there or when they're not there at their cabin. And then some people will put their names. They say that's not really good to do, to put your full name or anything like that. Or if you're a first-time cruiser, it's just things like that. That's not real safe to do. Let's see if I had anything else for you. No, I believe we covered about a little bit of everything. let's see, Amazon right here. I'll do a video short this week. Came from Amazon, so you still have time to get one. We'll try it tonight. So you got a video of that locks to the chair. That's really neat that does that. Captain Billy says I may have to use. Okay, wait a minute. I already read that. Already read that one. Okay, I'm behind. Cruising on Comp says let me check my time. Okay. Cruising on Comp says I don't have one of those wives to worry about. I wear what I want. Everybody's jealous. All the men are jealous of you right now. Did you hear that, Marsha? He don't have to put up with that. He can just wear what he wants. Marsha, I've seen me travel. Oh, heck, let me put that back up there. We put locks on our luggage, TSA locks. Well, that's the luggage. And we use them on our backpacks when we go out on the port. Yeah, but that ain't going to keep them from just taking the whole thing and going with it. This thing right here is about a lock that goes on the chair. They'd have to take the chair and all. So you're gonna do one of those, do a video on that right there tonight. Okay. I take a Kingston lock for my laptop. Oh, okay. If you're in your cabin, cool. Cruising on Comp says, and I'm colorblind, so anything can happen when he's dressing himself. Marsha CV Trail said, avoid sketchy hugs or shopping areas where they try to grab you and pull you into the shop. Yeah, that one we've put up with. Guys, thank y'all. I don't have a question to close out right here on it for you or anything. I can't see it or wherever it went to. But I do thank all of y'all that participated. Also letting us know how you pack, and those are packed for this upcoming cruise that we're getting ready to do on Carnival Horizon very soon, this Saturday on the ABC cruise. And you, thanks for being in here this morning, and hopefully everything goes right. We'll see you tomorrow. Y'all make sure you run over there and tell Chet. And by the way, I owe John Gaylor something, but again, I'm going to have to push it into this more because of the time-wise right here, John. I do appreciate you, though. Appreciate everybody in here. Thank y'all. Have a good day. Run over there to Chet. Say hello this morning. Okay, guys? See you tomorrow.
Let's just do what you want to. Please don't be polite, 'cause I like your attitude. Let's forget about a curfew, 'cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you, pulse speed and my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna face it, 'cause it only